This iPhone costs $99. That's right. This is the iPhone 5S, and right now it's available for $99. So why would you want to buy a 4-year-old iPhone even if it's $99? So let me break down the good, the bad, and the bottom line for you. I'm personally excited for this phone because it only costs $99 and it's still got Apple's signature premium design, premium feel. The software just works. And the phone as an overall package is still a very nice experience. And I'm especially excited only because this phone costs $99. Now I know I've repeated that a couple of times, but it's a really important factor considering the iPhone 7 starts at $650. And to be honest, the iPhone 5S and iPhone 7 can largely do the exact same core set of features. Which means you could buy 6.5 of these iPhone 5Ss for the cost of one iPhone 7. And both of them can largely, more or less, do the exact same things. Yeah, the iPhone 7 has way better specs, but the iPhone 5S still keeps up. And for $99, you can't really complain. So let me tell you why this phone is good. First of all, it only costs $99. Second, it's an iPhone, which means you get the superior build quality and the premium software that comes with the iPhone. You get the whole package. The screen is a bit small, it's a 4-inch display. It has Touch ID, an 8-megapixel camera, and the battery life is decent. But for $99, you really can't complain for what this phone gives you. And on top of that, iOS 10 has been running really smoothly on this device. Although I wouldn't recommend updating to iOS 11 once it's out. And now for the bad. This phone came out, I think, 4 years ago, which makes it pretty outdated. It's got a first-gen Touch ID, which is slow, but $99. Most $99 phones don't even have a fingerprint scanner. Specs are slightly outdated, but it's an iPhone, premium build, premium software, so it's not too much lag, not too much stutter. You can still play games fairly decently. Camera's a bit outdated, and the biggest thing this phone is missing, which it should have had, is Apple Pay. It's the only iPhone that has Touch ID that doesn't support Apple Pay. Now, if you're buying this phone for a kid or something, or just a spare phone, Apple Pay probably isn't a big deal to you anyways. Here's the bottom line. Not that bottom line. Okay, here it is. I think this would be a perfect smartphone for kids and something that they can step up to from maybe an iPod Touch if they have one. And even if you don't want to use this as a phone, you could pick it up to use as an iPod. It's got way better build quality than an iPod Touch, way better specs than an iPod Touch, way better camera, and it even has Touch ID, which the iPod Touch doesn't even have. Now, this iPhone 5S is only 16 gigabytes, but as long as you're using it exclusively for maybe music or exclusively for apps and games, then 16 gigs should be sufficient, especially if this is going to be a secondary iPod Touch-like device for you. On top of that, the build quality and design of the iPhone 5S, in my opinion, is one of the best iPhone designs. Plus, the combination of Apple hardware and software just working together is unmatched for $99. It's got Touch ID and a camera that is still probably better than most budget Android smartphones. And this phone used to be a $600 flagship just a couple of years ago, so keep that in mind. Overall, I think this iPhone is an incredible deal, especially at $99. So let me know what you guys thought of this video down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you disliked it, and I will see you guys in the next video.